Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a simple question. When was the last time you touched the soil? Not rushed past it, not stepped over it, but truly felt it between your fingers, alive, breathing, full of possibility. Because in a world of screens, noise, deadlines, and endless scrolling, we've slowly lost touch with something deeply human. We've lost touch with the earth. And today, I'm not just here to teach you how to garden. I'm here to remind you that gardening might just teach you how to live. The deeper meaning of gardening, 5 to 12 minutes. Gardening isn't about plants. It's about patience in a world that demands speed. It's about nurturing in a culture obsessed with results. It's about faith, planting something today, trusting it will grow tomorrow. You don't plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's working. You trust the process. And maybe, just maybe, that's a lesson we all need. Because life doesn't bloom overnight. Careers don't bloom overnight. Relationships don't bloom overnight. You don't bloom overnight. But with care, attention, and consistency, you grow. Why gardening matters today, 12 to 18 minutes. In America today, stress levels are rising. People feel disconnected, overwhelmed, burned out. And yet, something incredible happens when people start gardening. They slow down. They breathe deeper. They reconnect with themselves, with nature, with life. Gardening gives you something that no app, no algorithm, no shortcut can give you. Presence. When you water a plant, you're not thinking about emails. When you pull weeds, you're not worrying about tomorrow. You are here, now. And that is powerful. Breaking the myth, I don't have a green thumb. 18 to 25 minutes. Let's address the biggest lie beginners tell themselves. I can't garden. No, you haven't learned yet. Nobody is born knowing how to grow tomatoes or roses. Every gardener you admire today, they've killed plants. Yes, many plants. Overwatered them, underwatered them, forgot them, tried too hard. Failure is not a sign you can't garden. It's proof that you're learning. So if you're here thinking, I'm not good at this, good. That means you're exactly where you need to be. Starting small, the first step, 25 to 32 minutes. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. You don't need a big backyard. You don't need expensive tools. You don't need perfection. You just need to start. A pot, a seed, a little sunlight. That's it. Start with something simple. Basil on your windowsill, mint in a small container, a single tomato plant. Because gardening isn't about doing everything. It's about doing something and doing it consistently. The power of soil, 32 to 38 minutes. Let's talk about soil, because soil is where everything begins. You can have the best seeds in the world, but if the soil isn't right, nothing grows. And isn't that just like life? You can have talent, you can have ambition, you can have dreams, but if your environment doesn't support you, growth becomes a struggle. So what do gardeners do? They don't blame the seed. They improve the soil. They enrich it, they nourish it, they prepare it. Maybe that's something we all need to ask ourselves. What kind of soil am I growing in? Watering, the balance of care, 38 to 44 minutes. Here's another lesson. Too little water, the plant dies. Too much water, the plant also dies. Think about that. Even love needs balance. Care without awareness can suffocate. Neglect can destroy. Gardening teaches you attention. It forces you to observe, to adjust, to respond. It teaches you that growth is not about extremes, it's about balance. Patience, the hardest lesson, 44 to 50 minutes. We live in a world of instant gratification, fast food, fast internet, fast results. But nature doesn't work that way. You plant today and wait, and sometimes nothing happens. But beneath the surface, something is happening. Roots are forming, strength is building, and one day, when you least expect it, it breaks through. And that moment, that first sprout, it changes you because you realize growth was happening all along, even when you couldn't see it. Dealing with failure, 50 to 55 minutes. Let me be honest with you. Some plants will die, no matter how hard you try, and that can be frustrating. But here's the lesson. Gardening doesn't teach you how to avoid failure. It teaches you how to continue after it. You learn to try again, to plant again, to hope again. And in doing so, you become stronger, more resilient, more alive. Closing, plant something today, 55, 60 minutes. So here's my challenge to you. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Plant something, a seed, an idea, a new habit. Because gardening is not just about growing plants, it's about growing you. It reminds you that Small beginnings matter. Consistency beats perfection. Patience creates results. And life always finds a way. One day, you'll look at that plant you grew and realize it wasn't just the plant that changed. It was you. Final words. So go home, get your hands a little dirty, slow down, breathe, and remember, every great garden starts with a single seed. Thank you.